say I'm sorry for the things I've done, and I try and be stronger in this life I chose. But I want you to know that door I close. In your honor, I'm sorry, 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 sorry. To the victim, I'm sorry, 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 sorry.
We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live, Boxingego Unpacked. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Claressa Shields finally responds to the Remy Ma diss. Well, kind of. In this video, I'll break it down. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, Remy Ma just sent shots via a remix. Song with French Montana, song featuring Max B, who's fresh out. It was a remix, right? I made a video about it. Check that on the channel. The opening verse went to Remy Ma. Most people in the industry believe she was talking to Claressa Shields, right? The verse opens up, this New York City, French Max B Remy, right? Always the one, never the two. Told him find something stupid to play with. He picked you. And that, my friends, is what people believe is a direct diss to Claressa Shields and her ex, Papoose. She's always the one, never the two, right? I told him find something stupid to play with. He picked you. Right? The song is currently going viral, getting rave reviews. The End also sent a shot at Papoose subliminally. It said both in the club high singing off key, which is an interpolation of Jay-Z's song. Like, come pick up your clothes. Also, Kehlani folded, right? And the world wants to know, what does Claressa Shields think? Now, I had people in one of my other videos, and they're like, oh, Ego, Claressa Shields, she didn't respond. That's where you're wrong, my friends. But there's a caveat. This is what Claressa Shields does. I call it bully behavior, where when her back is against the wall, she has kind of like two modes. Either she'll be really aggressive or she'll be really passive and then subtle and more sneaky, right? So she has this real passive aggressive. So to the people who were leaving me comments like, yo, Ego, she hasn't responded, blah, blah, blah. I believe she has. The only thing is she has done it and it's been in a stealthier way. So again, Claressa Shields, she switches it up sometimes. Not much, but sometimes. I think the pressure is on her. There are calls to have her banned. There are people trying to get her license revoked, get her looked at for a mental health evaluation, things like that. So I think the block is hot. The block is hot. The block is hot. Her spot is hot. So she can't afford to be slipping up as much and say the wrong thing. She also has the ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER slap incident, which still hasn't blown over. We still don't know if Baumgardner is going to pursue that any further. Regardless, she looks bad there. Regardless, people are like, that was wrong of you. And then you double down, like, get your lick back. And then you double down, triple down. Because double would be two. You did a third live stream where you further incriminate yourself. You were the aggressor. You were in the wrong. It was an MVP event against an MVP fighter. And somehow I believe Claressa Shields to be a narcissist. So in straight narcissistic approach, you somehow blamed everyone else. Jake Paul, Nakisa, MVP. They've been bothering me. Y'all just don't know. And Baumgardner had it coming. And hey guys, look, Broner said this about her. And then you started playing a tape of Adrian Broner allegedly revealing her bodies, the bodies of people she allegedly laid down with, which what does that have to do with you hitting her? So in my opinion, the sky is falling Chicken Little when it comes to Claressa Shields. So she can't be as overt. She has to be more clandestine in her approach, but that's what this video is for. So I do believe she has responded. It's just not in the way you think. And again, I think it's because she can't necessarily be as flagrant as she wants to because of all the pressure, all the backlash. Shout out to Media House 1234. They have a page. They have a lot of this documented, right? Now, this has nothing to do with it. I just want to show you. This is a girl who is constantly calling people ugly and whatnot. And I'm not here to debate anybody's looks. That's not something I do on the channel, right? But I do want you guys to notice the person who has been considered crude and constantly talking about looks and other people's looks. This is nasty work. Diabolical. You have a filter on in the sauna? Like, this is just for someone who's always mentioning looks. And this is what I told y'all about Claressa Shields, right? She makes these weird statements, but it only attracts the wrong type of energy. And then she pretends to be the victim. Like, oh, people are talking about me and people are making fun of my looks, so I have to fight back. But the reality is, if you weren't acting this way, a lot of this heat that you feel you're receiving, you wouldn't be getting, right? You wouldn't be experiencing it. So when you make it your business to call people broke, call people poor, forgetting totally where you came from, focus on other people's looks. Oh, you bald headed. She said all these things to fans, to different people. You threaten to sue bloggers or threaten to sue MVP. And when you run around with this kind of code of conduct, it looks bad because you shouldn't throw stones if you live in a glass house. Like, it don't make sense to put this pressure on the way one looks, but then that's going to only in turn get the arrow pointed at you. That's how that works. So you keep making it about looks. So that's why people are noticing these things. Like, hold on, is this the girl that called me bald headed, but then she has a 100-inch weave? Is this the person that's calling everybody ugly, and she's saying, oh, I love my natural face. I look amazing. I look beautiful. For a girl that boxes and gets punched in the face, I look damn good, right? All of these things, but you stay with a filter. And then now I want you guys to see she has a filter literally in the sauna. I mean, when have you ever seen that? Like, when have you seen someone have to do a social media video for no reason, right? And then they're working out or in the sauna, right? Which is cool. Sauna could be good for you. But then they put a filter on, like you're literally sweating in a sauna. So this doesn't strike me as like the ultimate confidence when we see this. And people, look, what are people saying? Probably listen to Remy's diss with her earbuds in. Y'all funny. Nah, she is definitely bothered. She's trying too hard to look unbothered. Again, I really feel this looks bad. Claressa has gotten herself in some mess, right? Where at this point, it's like you can't do social media right. Everything that you do has been met with resistance. And you have, in my opinion, brought that on yourself, right? Talking down, berating people, trying to denigrate people for their looks, talk about how much money you make versus how they're not on your level, and you shouldn't be able to carry on a conversation with them because you're a 2-time gold medalist. Just some real uppity stuff, right? And in the comment section, people are like, she looks like she wants to hurt someone or something. She's in the sauna. Literally, this video is a freestyle. So I didn't proofread the comments. I didn't leave the comment, but I also didn't proofread the comment. And the person right there is saying exactly what I just said. You are in a sauna still using filters and trying to look good. She looked lonely, radiant filter. She's very bothered. So again, this looks bad because Remy Ma just dissed you, right? She just dissed you up. It's going viral and you're just ignoring it. The same person who always got something to say goes live and discusses pure foolishness, right? We're talking about, oh, somebody said this online in a comment about my outfit. We're talking about rants against light-skinned women.
Always the light-skinned girls who think they just so pretty, and just because they born light-skinned that they just all that. Oh, because you think you're pretty. I'm going to tell you something. One, I look better than you. I look better than you, so you can get off my.
We're talking about a fan didn't like my makeup. A fan said my face was fat.
One time I did my makeup. If I did my own makeup, I would have said I did it. Are you dumb? That's what I'm saying. Like, the retardedness of people that be on here and be saying stuff, it really blows my mind.
I have I whoop your syndrome. I have I love my man syndrome. I have I wear what I want to wear even though y'all say that I can't dress syndrome. Like, how could you say that I have ugly syndrome? I have ugly girl syndrome. What are you talking about? I don't bother nobody. I wear what I want. I make my own money. I'm successful. I mind my business. And y'all steady come bothering me, but I'm the one that got no. Because it's whatever Papoose says go. I have that syndrome. Also, ugly girl syndrome is calling a girl that's pretty ugly. So a lot of y'all have that. Buy what I want syndrome. I can't keep letting speak on me and not put them in a.
All of these random subject matters, right?
Don't be coming to my house trying to tell me how I should talk and how I should dress and how I should wear my hair up or down. And if something I'm wearing is for wintertime or springtime.
And you go live. You do these 40-minute lives over explaining your angle, your stance, and you're really bringing light and attention to negative things, right? If someone said you had a fat face, you could have just blocked them, deleted them, and been about your day. But you want people to believe you're so unbothered. The best way to prove you're unbothered is to pay it no mind. There's a lot of different celebrities, but we have never heard of Meryl Streep acting like this, right? We've never heard of Rihanna acting like this. I'm not saying occasionally a celebrity won't clap back at a fan. That happens, but not to this degree where it appears like, how does Rihanna have time to run Fenty Savage, make music, be a mom? Because she's always online. That's what you're getting with Claressa Shields, right? Nonstop, aggressive social media activity. And right now, based on all the things you've done, it looks like people are rejecting it. And I find it very weird that you have this bully behavior. Remy Ma dissed you. Chris Cyborg's calling you out, offering you $2 million to fight, right? Your ex-best friend, Nigeria, is saying this and that about you, releasing private behind-the-scenes info about you, text messages that incriminate you or make you look bad. Like, there's one where the ex-best friend is claiming that Claressa Shields and her were plotting on Remy Ma. Like, hey, put out this picture of Remy Ma that we feel is unflattering to make her look bad so people bash her. It's an old picture from like early 2000s, pre-prison Remy. Is this what you're doing with your time? And then have the nerve to be like, I'm the GOAT, which stands for greatest woman of all time. How can the greatest woman of all time be the same woman that is constantly berating and tearing down other women, both in boxing and also out. Remy Ma is not a boxer, right? It would be one thing if it's a sanctioned fight and an upcoming opponent and you get into it, but you got people getting beat up and hit at your weigh-ins. Franchon Cruz, DAZN in the rematch. She's out here getting pushed, and then you're lying saying she headbutted you. You had the old guy, the 70-year-old guy, Bashir, who he was a trainer to your opponent, and the fight almost got canceled because your brother snuck him and hit him, and he got wheeled out on the stretcher. You had what most people believe crude and insensitive, inhumane behavior in a reaction to Shadesha Green, who clearly something was wrong with her because she couldn't walk out the ring after she got stopped in her last fight. She was literally gurneyed down on a stretcher, right? All of this stuff is now catching up with Claressa Shields. Back to the Remy angle. Remy Ma is dishing you. Remy Ma, I think Claressa looked at it like, I got her ex-man, her ex-husband. Actually, it's not even ex because they're still technically married, but her ex that they're no longer on that term, but still current husband. I got her husband, so she's jealous. Remy Ma was giving you the game, telling you, hey, watch out for this dude. Get away from him. He had gambling problems. He put my stuff in the pawn shop, PAPOOSE'S, all these things. She did not want to believe it. She is so big-headed, in my standpoint, that she thought Remy was jealous and wanted the man back. And that's all Claressa could see. And then I feel like Claressa, being a boxing competitor, she almost viewed it like a game, like a competition. But now you look stupid because you fought, and you fought hard for the quote-unquote prize. And then now that you got it, which is a 48-year-old papoose, a lot of these issues that Remy warned you about, he won't pick up his clothes. He got a tattoo of Remy on his arm that he won't get rid of. He hasn't signed for the official divorce to happen. So that will fully be done, and you guys could both move on and on paper be single, right? There's allegations that he's pawning Claressa's stuff, like Indian Giver, giving her purse, giving her jewelry, taking it back. It looked like the Win chain. People are saying one of them's disappearing, or they're sharing all types of stuff, right? This is what you were stuck with right now because you wanted to play this game with a married man, right? Now, here's the other thing. What I know about women is this. Women who are in toxic relationships or relationships where they have to do the brunt of it, they got to pay for everything. The guy's not supportive. The guy's not holding it down, right? Everybody just assumed Papoose was holding it down because she did a bid, and the story goes he was there for that. But you don't know behind the scenes, because some people allege that while she did the bid, he was doing dirt and messing with other people on the side, right? So I don't know about all that, but that's what the streets are saying. So what I do know about women is this. Once that relationship is over, if it was a relationship that anchored them down, they'll start getting in better shape. They'll be in better spirits, and they'll just overall look like they had a glow up. Their quality of life after ditching the guy looks like it's improved as opposed to went down. And then as a celebrity couple, since your life is in front of the camera and social media, from the looks of it, Remy looking better than ever, right? When she was with him, like, I'm be real. I'm saying my personal opinion. I never looked at Remy and I was just like, oh, she the one, she the one. Like, there's other rappers that from the looks perspective, I would have just been like, I would have picked them over it. They were more my speed. But the current version, after she ditched Papoose and is living her life, she looking good, right? That's just my personal opinion. She looking good. Like I said, sometimes when you get rid of that extra baggage and toxic, like even Krishan, you know, Krishan had a very tumultuous relationship with Blueface, and then he did a bid, they broke up or whatever, and she got in shape, but she's fighting and shit. That was really the best shape she been in, right? Best shape she been in. Things like that. So here's a picture of Remy from the diss song, right? Face fresh, eyebrows hit up, got some jewelry on, wearing the Pele, right? Stomach looking flat, curvy, got the little fit. You know, she's looking like an A-lister. She looking, and then not to mention, New York got the wave right now, because for the first time in 27 years, the Knicks is really getting busy and have a strong chance to win this NBA Finals, right? So I'm happy for her. And Claressa Shields, hopefully she's happy with her decisions that she made. Again, shout out to Media House 1234. A lot of people, they think Claressa didn't respond to the Remy Ma beef, but here's where I show you that she actually did. The only thing is she didn't put a name on it, and I believe that's because there's so much heat on her. But there's a lot of indirect subliminal stuff, right? So we'll take a look at it. So right after the day that the diss dropped, right, she said, "What was that?" Right? So a little bit open-ended. Some people believe it's to Remy. Some people believe it's to Nigeria, who also dissed her, right? As you see right here, this is Remy's lyric. When you realize she told him to find something stupid to play with, he picked you, right? And she put, "What was that?" The fans were going in on her to the point where she started deleting comments, right? So she put that, and then she was like, "Man," right? So people, you doing this literally the day that the disc came out, right? So most people believe they understand this is a subliminal to that disc, right? And this is what people are saying, quoting Remy. "Told him find someone stupid to play with, he picked you, Clarence." Wow. And then they done pasted Jamie Foxx's face. I can't look at this. This is just so stupid, right? They done pasted Jamie Foxx from In Living Color's face on Claressa Shields' body, right? So again, the boxing fans and the fans following the story, they are suggesting that really your responses are in response to Remy. So you're just doing little subtle stuff. Let's keep going. Then we got this. That's why I said you guys got to follow Media House 1234, because they're catching a lot of this stuff before Claressa can delete the comment or before the story goes away. So definitely a great resource if you're interested in this storyline, right? It says Claressa Shields versus the fans, LOL, right? So after the Remy disc came out, this is old, so we'll skip past that. Somebody said, "Shut the F up. It's no get back for that rap," right? Referring to Remy Ma's disc, basically saying she bodied you. Shut the F up. There's no get back for that rap, crying emoji. So they're in her inbox taunting her over the Remy Ma disc, right? This is her current profile picture, and she responded to the person, "You're trash. Those bars trash too. A bit ain't talking about me till she say Claressa, loser." So again, when y'all are in my comment section saying that Claressa Shields is unbothered and Claressa Shields has not responded, I feel like that's incorrect, because Media House 1234 and others, they're posting these types of things where she's going under the radar because you don't know where to look, because the spot's hot for her right now. So maybe she's going to put subliminals on her Twitter, on her Snapchat, on her Facebook, right? Those types of things. But in the inbox, the fans are sending the interaction to people like Media House, right? I just had this dialogue convo with Claressa Shields. So that's what I'm saying. You can't say she's unbothered if you have a celebrity who says they make $8 million and somebody's harassing you or getting at you, laughing, poking fun, whatever we're going to call it, in the inbox, and you take the time to respond. Talk about you're trash and those bars were trash too. This girl has been separated from all reality. She is delusional because she put out a message a little while ago, before the diss even came out, talking about, I'm sick of a washed up rapper. And again, since she's doing all this subliminal, we just have to put a name on it, right? But a lot of what you're doing lines up with real things happening in your life. And the audacity to say a BZ ain't talking about me until she say my name, right? While you keep subliminally dissing people, even myself, right? I'll do a video, it start getting views, and then within 5 minutes or so, it'll be a comment about these bloggers are stupid. You know what I mean? These bloggers they don't know what they're talking about. So all you do is project. You subliminally diss people, right? As if we're not smart enough to understand, like it's some big Da Vinci code and we don't know who you're talking about. But then when you get dissed and it's pretty apparent, even though subliminal, that Remy was getting at you, right? You're saying, oh man, them bars was trash. The other thing that puts Claressa, for me, in a delusional space is she cannot sing. She cannot rap, right? If you really want to prove me wrong, then diss Remy back. I don't think you can rap at all. I rap, I write, right? So she's not even a good rapper to be saying someone else's bars are trash, right? She can't rap. So Remy could really rap. Remy actually has songs like Conceited to this day where you still see it on Instagram and TikTok. I said, I look too good to be wearing it. I'm conceited. I gotta read, you know, people put them Get Ready With Me videos and they'll throw that track on. You're calling washed up, or you're calling rappers washed up, but you're laying with a rapper that most people feel is washed up and don't have a hit bigger than Lean Back. Don't have a hit bigger than Conceited. Don't have a song on the radio going anybody's viral like this French B or the Max B French Montana and Remy song. So you wrote a song, I guess I wrote this song for you. You put that out, it go triple wood, but then you got the nerve to be like the bars are trash. While Remy disses you, makes it fire, does a video with the New York energy during the playoffs and finals, and you're talking about washed up rappers, bars are trash. But that's what you saying. What is a rap queen and legend MC LYTE saying? Right? So Claressa, she look bad, bro. MC LYTE is a female, just a rap legend in general, but especially a pioneer for female MCs. Really a spitter. Really look her up. I rock the party that rocks the party, right? And she older than Claressa Shields. She looking real good for her age. I don't know her exact age, But y'all let me know in the comment section her age. She looking good. And I love to see it. I love to see people from like the 90s or, you know, previous time, and they took care of themselves and they're aging gracefully. Right? Looking good. Right? The only thing is, I ain't gonna front. I seen a video where she was rapping and she tripped. That was kind of funny. She stumbled and tumbled. That was kind of crazy. But look, she getting, what is this? Getting a college degree or whatever's going on. But what does she think about Remy? Right? Boom. She posted the Remy verse, right? So again, we're talking about a legendary rapper, legend in the rap game, in hip hop, MC LYTE. Do your knowledge, do the research, right? And what does she say? Ooh, the cadence is crazy. Tagged Remy, tag French Montana. Fat Joe up in there because obviously he rocked with Remy. LYTE, I would love, a fan said, LYTE, I would love for you and Remy to do a track together. Tag them both. Now we need you and Remy on a song together. That would be hotter than the summer. Remy being supported by MC LYTE is another deserved win. Actress Terry Vaughn from Steve Harvey. Geez, always the one, never the two. They're quoting the lyrics. Right? I told him find something stupid to play with. He picked you. The direct line where she's dissing Claressa Shields, and it's got, someone quoted it, got almost 1,300 likes. Right? With the KC and the Sunshine Band sample. Blah, blah, blah. Remy featuring MC LYTE would be everything. Big Daddy Kane, I went deaf. Remy be on Remy heavy. Right? Yo, for real, she went bananas on that, period. She went insane on this, right? So, again, the streets don't agree with Claressa Shields. You're saying the bars are trash, but then you have a hip-hop goddess and legend in MC LYTE, and they saying something totally different, like, ooh, that cadence was nasty, right? So, Claressa Shields is with a rapper. People think the rapper is not in his prime of his career, right? He don't have one song going. He's posting old songs with Busta Rhymes on his page, right? He don't have one song out hotter than this feature with Remy Ma, this remix. But you're saying that Remy's bars was trash. It just is unbelievable, and it shows that she has been completely separated from reality. And that's just one random person. I could do this all day. We ain't done enough, right? So Papoose, when Claressa talks about him, she'll be like, oh, rappers bow down to Papoose when they see him. He's the rap god, right? That's what she's saying. Everybody is scared of Papoose, and when he walk in the room, everybody's like bowing to his knees. Who's doing that? Because from where I'm sitting, what I look at it as is French Montana, a New York rapper, Max B, a New York rapper, collaborated with Remy, and she's dissing both of y'all. So they don't seem to too much care, right? Versus if I was really cool with Kendrick and then somebody was gonna get on my song dissing Kendrick, I'll be like, you got to rewrite that verse. I don't want that on my album. You see what I'm saying? So let Claressa tell it. He's a rap god and everybody fears his pen and all that type of stuff. But French Montana and Max B, they out here boom, boom, boom. They out here dancing with Remy in the middle of New York without a care in the world as she's dissing y'all, Claressa and Pap. You can't make this stuff up, people, right? Let's keep going. So this is her rapping. Look who else posted it. Multi-talented JAIME FOXX said this is a whole vibe. French Montana, music emoji, fire emoji, Remy Ma, right? And then Remy's in the comment. Slim Rim in the comment. JAIME, right? So JAIME we know is a multifaceted and talented musician, actor, stand-up comedian. He does comedy in general, just like movies, pianist. He could dance, do impressions, got 17 million followers. So who do y'all really believe? Claressa talking about those bars are trash, or MC LYTE, hip hop goddess, JAIME FOXX, multi-talented musician and singer, accomplished, right? Here, this is a DJ who was 50 Cent's DJ. Who cares? What did he post? Don't you ever play with Remy Ma. Remy Ma jumped on the official remix of French Montana Max B's Summer Smash Hit. So again, a DJ saying it's a summer smash hit. So just so you know what a DJ is and what their job is to get the party going, play the hits, play the most requested songs. So you have a DJ who, again, was a DJ for 50 Cent in the peak of 50 Cent's musical career. And he's like, summer smash hit, Ever Since You Left Me, the remix. Remy took one slight jab at Papoose and Claressa Shields, and that was enough to make the internet go crazy. Always the one, and then he quoted it, right? Y'all think Papoose can answer this, right? Screen grab, talking about, the caption says, Remy Ma cooked Papoose and Claressa Shields with just one bar on the remix to Ever Since You Left Me. So again, Claressa, we don't believe you. You need more people. You could be in people's inboxes talking about those bars were trash, but nobody else is saying that. Everyone else thinks it's a bop and is loving it. Of course, you don't love it because it's dissing you. The person should have asked her why she don't say Remy name. She knows those bars hit. A dog will for sure holla, and she hollering. A hit dog will holla, laughing. She don't have to say your name, stupid. You won't get clout off her speaking your name, but I'm not gonna read all that. But what blows me is the most delusional what I just say? Young lady act like she don't be taking shots at Rem, like she ain't say Remy name, and we don't get it. Papoose definitely got him one on the spectrum is crazy, right? So she is responding. She's just doing it in a sneaky way. Let's keep going. Remy Ma, the Remy Ma bar got Claressa going off on everybody. So somebody else sent this, or they screen grabbed it. What the F make you think I didn't? Y'all effing slow. So what did she say? I ain't even trying to be funny no more. Cause of all my life, if she don't get no teeth and you doing all this, that's wild. So this is Claressa in somebody else's comment section. It said, mind your dang business, BITCH. That's what I told her. Get the F out of here. Lula mommy, block this three-faced BITCH. So yeah, Claressa is definitely pressed over this bar, and they probably put a gag order on her because she's already receiving so much negative press that she can't afford to slip up. So they might have told her to get off. If you look at her, she won't get off the internet. And somebody probably got in her ear like, you gotta get off, man. Give me your phone. Right? So she's kind of not responding all the way, but we know what it is. I've been blocked for 2 months. I've been blocked since last year. She blocked me as well. But she mad. Rem didn't say her name. She blocked me off my Shade Room comment, and I wasn't even following her. I'm telling you, thin skin. This is the girl that be like, oh, I'm unbothered. Who cares when you're a 2-time gold medalist? You're never bothered. But she's going to people's DMs. She's responding on social media. People are saying they're leaving comments on other people's pages, and she sees them, and then she blocking them. She really going off on everyone since Remy dropped this new diss. So I ask you all, She loves to call people the B word, and one day she's going to say it to the wrong person. I ask you all, I feel like people got to be congruent with what they say. So does this sound like the behavior of somebody who is unaffected, totally unbothered? Somebody who just said the bars were trash. They called the name and they said those bars were trash, you're trash, right? So if you truly believe that in your heart of all hearts that the bars were trash, why even respond? Why lash out? Why are you in so many people's comments, right? Why are you subliminally dissing Remy Ma as opposed to being like, that's all you got? I'm not even going to respond to that. And then here's the there's more. But wait, there's more. This came across the desk and this was absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. So Claressa, I believe, is a copycat, right? Where monkey see, monkey do type of attitude, right? Where Claressa will, even people she claims to not like, she'll copy them, right? Papoose wears a New York Yankee, she'll wear the New York Yankee hat. He talks a certain way being from New York, then she's trying to talk with New York slang, right? Layla Ali will dress up and cook. Now she want to dress up and cook. ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER is known for boxing and then switching over to the ladylike dolled up side. Then she want to get dolled up and then be a boxer. You know what I mean? Everything she does is like Mystique from X-Men, Flint Steak. It's like Mystique if Mystique was from Flint, right? Now all of a sudden, she's talking about let's get it KNICKS. You are from Michigan. Now, you could be a fan of whatever team you want. That's not even really the issue. But this look bandwagon. KNICKS are in the finals. They have a chance to win it. And then in come Claressa Shields talk about let's get it KNICKS because her boyfriend happens to be from New York and a lifelong KNICKS fan. And I feel like a woman could support her dude, but I'm a lifelong 49ers fan. If I dated a girl from Washington, Seattle or something, I'm not going to be a Seattle Seahawks fan because I'm dating a girl from Seattle. I don't care about that. I've been a Niners fan my whole life. So it goes to show you she don't really have no personality of her own. She don't have her own identity, right? Now you a Knicks fan. Let's keep going. So funny about that, I posted this when it first came out. You see my name, you see me. Claressa Shields and rapper Papoose at the Detroit Pistons game. So he claims to be a diehard Knicks fan since a kid, but you're at a Detroit Pistons game who's like a rival. And then Claressa, being from Michigan, she's out there like celebrating this team, right? Then she with Ben Wallace at the game cheesing, right? Detroit royalty linking up with the Pistons legend Ben Wallace, huh? So how are you all let's go Knicks now, but you are from Michigan and you were always like repping the Pistons, which made more sense, right? The GOAT Claressa Shields supporting the Detroit Pistons at the arena she fights at sometimes, Little Caesars Arena. They had her on the Jumbotron, right? So when did you become a Knicks fan? That's what the world wants to know. This is Claressa Shields, y'all. I told you I was going to show you the character. So you're all at these Piston games. This was in January of this year, right? January of this year. And you're at the Pistons games looking like you're a Pistons fan and like kind of repping for the home team. And now all of a sudden it's, oh man, let's go Knicks. It's all about the Knicks. It's like this person is searching for validation, in my opinion, right? You need validation bad. You need it like yesterday, right? Here's another sneak diss for Remy Ma. Seeing an ex in your dream is called what? And she put delusional, right? So I think that was to Remy Ma. Then this part tripped me out. She posted these old photos, right? Now, mind you, I've been on record saying her attitude is nasty, so I don't see her at this point getting a bunch of brand deals. So she posted this photo shoot, and this was sent to me. It came across the desk, right? And it said Claressa Shields is feeling fantastic, right? You guys see that? Shields is feeling fantastic with SKIMS, which is Kim Kardashian's like line of undergarments, right? And then she posted a Lotto song. So I'm like, hold on. Wait a minute. I've been putting out, because you know I take my job seriously. This is my job. These videos, these aren't personal attacks. It's always business. It's never nothing personal. I don't have a personal issue with Claressa Shields. I'm just giving my report and my opinion on what's going on. But I need the record on my videos to be truthful to what's going on. And I put out a notion that I don't think that Claressa acting the way she acts is going to have too much luck getting brand deals, right? So when this was sent to me, Claressa Shields is with SKIMS, right? And I'm like, huh? Lip gloss and legacy, they create noise. I create history. The glow up is the response. And then she tagged PAPOOSE'S daughter's lip gloss, right? So I'm like, what? Oh man, Kim Kardashian picked her up, right? She tagged SKIMS again. You see this? I'm showing you. At SKIMS. At SKIMS. Body by me. Body mine. So I'm like, dang, she did a photo shoot for SKIMS. That, like, I ain't heard nothing about this. And it really went against me saying I don't think right now brands are going to be looking to pick her up because she's messy and she got a lot of heat on her. So I'm like, man, she's with SKIMS. Kim Kardashian reached out to her. And I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. They did a campaign. So before I put it out, I did my research. Here's what we found. Is Claressa Shields an official SKIMS model? No, Claressa Shields is not an official SKIMS model. While the boxing champion has expressed interest in modeling and frequently wears and posts about the brand on her own. This is just sad, people. On her own. She has not been tapped by Kim Kardashian for an official SKIMS campaign. This is bad, bro. So, again, bully behavior. Remy Ma disses you. The world is reacting. You're claiming the bars are trash. A lot of other people seem to like it. You won't respond directly, but we've watched you and listened to you respond to much lesser things like random people on the internet, right? But now, seemingly something the world would probably want to hear you, especially since you're signed to a record label, right? Wouldn't that be good for the record label? You have a boxer who says they're a musician. She literally said in that video with the blue ribbon in her hair where she called ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER 304, she's like, I got to get out of here. I'm going to the studio. So for whatever reason, you have a co-promoter who's a record label, right? But where are your records? Remy Ma's dishing you. Where's your response? Doesn't that seem weird? You can't be an artist, but only sometimes. Like, imagine if Eminem did this. Imagine if Eminem dissed whoever and they respond with a diss. The world seemingly is like, ooh, that person got at you. Ja Rule got you on that verse. And then Eminem is like, now he don't want to rap. You see how bad that would look? Now he don't want to rap, but the public, you're always going to be controlled by the public and be held to public opinion. That would look bad if now suddenly you don't want to rap, but you kind of started this, right? Remy was gaming you up and you took it as competition or whatever. Oh, she want my man, my man, my man. And then now she didn't speak for a while. She told y'all to stop mentioning her name. And then now she sent 2 shots in recent songs against you. Now you don't want to have a direct on the record response. a record. You don't want to put a record out, but you dissed ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER, right? So this is what I'm telling you. The girl is a bully. This is what bullies do. They try to prey on the weak. BAUMGARDNER is not in your weight class. She's like 40 pounds lighter than you, right? She don't rap to my knowledge, right? That's who you want to accost. That's who you want to have a rap diss and film a music video for. A lighter, non-rapping female boxer that people think you're jealous of. But then you're a rapper, and then you get an actual lyrical rapper and an acclaimed rapper that has hit songs and knows how to put it together. And then now you suddenly don't want to engage in a rap battle, but you'll rap battle someone who don't rap. Man, it's looking bad for Claressa Shields. Then you create all these distractions, like, look at my modeling pictures, which really aren't actual campaigns. I just showed you. We're waiting on your response to Remy. This is the second time she dissed you. Crickets. But then you're putting up old pictures of PAPOOSE'S daughter's lip gloss that nobody's probably buying. And remember, this is the girl that said Layla Ali's businesses are failing. She has spices that allegedly weren't selling, right? But you're out here kind of perpetrating as if you're a SKIMS model, tagging them, clout chasing, and then come to find out, when I did my research, Kim Kardashian hasn't even enlisted your services. So why are you tagging SKIMS and in the middle of this Remy Ma beef, like a fresh diss that's going viral? You claim there's no bars that were spat, and then you're tagging SKIMS, trying to make it look like you're on a SKIMS campaign. This is just like, I don't even know how to express it any other way, but it's just sad behavior. You've been telling us you have a fight announcement, but then you could be seen in several pictures holding what looks like alcohol. What type of fight announcement is this, right? Where you're in all these pictures on vacation and it appears that you're drinking, right? Even if it's a non-alcoholic version, it's still a sugary margarita. So what type of lifestyle is that for a boxer who has an upcoming fight? And then Win Records, Salida, and all these people aren't responding. There's also people, and this, I don't know what's going on with here, but I just want you guys to get the full picture. Somebody had this baby, and they're claiming that the baby looked like Papoose, right? So it could be a unsubstantiated rumor. I get that. But the point I'm making here is all of these disses, all of these like allegations and just weird stuff going on, she don't respond to none of it. Nigeria putting out text. She'll put out a message like, oh man, I'm not dealing with negativity. When you know where you're going and when you believe in God, like, no, you dealt with negativity your whole career. You've been the negativity. But then when I'm making a video talk about, hey, this man is married and he got his wife's face in a portrait on his forearm and her name, Remy Mackey. Why does he still have that on his arm? Why is this not being covered up? Why is he not signing the divorce papers? Why don't you guys live together? But then let Claressa tell it. He wants to have a baby and you guys keep pushing it back for whatever reason. Oh yeah, so you can fight 2 or 3 more times. Right? So all of these unanswered storylines, and then Claressa got the time to be in people's DMs and respond to foolishness, right? She got time to respond to random fans on the internet, but won't respond to Remy Ma and her on the record disses, but claims that she's a rapper. You are losing so bad in the court of public opinion, right? And this is why people said from the beginning, you should have just kept it boxing. That is what you excel at. That's what you are very good at, right? But when you started trying to delve into the world of almost like a reality TV star, internet TV personality and baddie. That's where everything went south. You got with Papoose, went south. This Layla Ali went south. Almost every single thing you touch has begin to rot, right? The public seems to be rejecting it at every moment. They seem to be kind of like rejecting it, no matter what you do. And your attitude doesn't appear to be improving, and it's looking bad. So you could say Remy Ma was trash, but good luck convincing the public that. And then you keep flaunting your relationship, right? And trying to make it look like you're having such a great time. But real talk, Remy Ma looked like she having a good time. It looked like she got, look, here, this is the Nigeria. That's why I said you got to follow this page. This is the ex-best friend of Claressa, and she's speaking out after 11 years. So you got all these miscellaneous storylines really going on in the background. And Chris Cyborg calling you out. You're not addressing none of it, but then you'll go for the low-hanging fruit and address the most asinine comment on the internet. You look bad. You look bad. Remy Ma, I really believe in my heart of all heart, she was trying to save you some heartache. She was trying to save you a headache. You didn't want to listen. So then you kept dissing her, telling your friends to go after her and send bad pictures. This is how she looks now. Why would anyone care about some old picture from 2005? So that's why she's dissing you, right? That's why she's doing this stuff now. And then now it's all quiet on the Western Front. Now she's shining. She's glowing. She look like she's winning, looking good, sounding good. You called her a washed up rapper. She don't sound washed up to me. And I rap. She don't look washed up. She look good. She got drip on, and she got New York stuff on, but she really from there. You've been repping the Detroit Pistons at games like we already went over, right? And then now suddenly you talking about some now suddenly you talk about let's go New York Knicks because your man is from New York. She's real New York. Right? So, yeah, Remy Ma continues to win. Claressa Shields, she don't want to really directly respond. But look, this is Remy. She look like she living life and enjoying it. You look like you're trying to make us and convince us that your life is amazing and Aruba, but you look like you're under stress. Facially, expression wise, right? She looked like she really kind of enjoy. Look, oh, get it there. Yeah, go Remy. Yeah, she looked like she just having fun. She had a sleepover or whatever this is with her girls. She was courtside at the playoff game, looking good, right? You look like you. That's what I try to tell y'all, to all the women that are gonna watch this video. There's a difference between actually being happy and trying to force it and look happy. She truly looks happy. I don't know who that is, but she look good too, right? She actually looks happy. And I think when you look at people like in their face and stuff, it's a difference when you're trying to pretend you're happy and all that versus being happy, because there's like a glow that you can't really duplicate. You could put on filters and makeup. She looked like she's enjoying her life and getting that, like Stella got her groove back almost. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it looks like to me. She looks like she enjoying stuff, right? She dissing you when she want. She going to the game she want. She got a hit song. She got a movie on Lifetime coming out. You can't fake that, right? Look, she on Jada Kiss and Joe podcast. Here's another thing. These are people on TikTok or whatever, and they're singing to her song. You know what I mean? Nobody was doing that to I Said I Wrote This Song for You. Nobody's doing that to you. So I feel like you want to be her. You want to be her. Everything she embodies, which is demure sexiness, but rugged and got that street appeal, the hip hop lifestyle, the real hip hop lifestyle. You want that. You want people to be like, you want to be like, when she go on a podcast, I guarantee you there's some girl out there, I don't know about female outfits like that, but I know as a man would look good, right? You go to a podcast and people are making fun of your outfit, right? She go on the podcast, I guarantee you there's women out there like, ooh, I like them boots, or okay, she looking good, or them pants, or blah, blah, blah. You go to outfit wearing FUBU, like jerseys and stuff. See, she looking good. I don't know. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new, but even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast. Right? You go wearing like South Pole and FUBU jerseys and all this other stuff, and people in the comments are making fun of the outfit, right? And I'm not saying this right. I'm just going off of what we're seeing. So again, you can't fake the glow. You either got it or you don't, right? And she literally looks like she's at a chapter in her life where she has peace. You don't. Every time we see her, you scrunch it. Every time we see Claressa, you low-key scrunching up your face, you're yelling at somebody, you're beefing with somebody, you're hitting somebody, you look mad, you look angry, you're trying to keep your composure and look like you're unbothered. You look like you're actually angry all the time, right? Look, this is her at the Breakfast Club, and that's with AI. Somebody enhanced that with AI, but we'll look at some other. This is an actual picture that she posted, right? You're trying. Remy looks happy. I don't know that looks like happy to me. You know what I mean? And then it's just like, if you need time away, take the time away. It's that simple, right? Like, there's another video she posted. Like, what even is this video? Just sitting there laying, looking at the star. Like, what are you even doing? But she's steady trying to convince people that she's super happy and that Remy is trash and go make fun of her and stuff like that. You know what I mean? All that stuff will catch up to you. That's what I truly believe. I feel like if you're a negative person, if you have a wicked spirit, that stuff will catch up to you. You know, that type of stuff will age you, stress you, because who literally has the time to be looking at negativity, responding to only bad comments, looking at lives, picking out the bad comments, going in people's DMs, 1,000 burner accounts, constantly searching for validation, constantly looking for what people are saying about them, searching up their name. Listen, I don't have the $8 million deal, but I'm still an internet personality. I've worked hard and people know who I am, right? In my industry, at least, right? I would drive myself absolutely crazy if I woke up every day for even a week typing in my name on search engines and on Twitter to see what people are saying about me. right? Because it's the internet. It's not all going to be good. There's people who love and adore me, love my content. They get me. They understand my sense of humor. They'll send cash apps, link in the description. They'll super chat to encourage and make sure that the channel continues to grow and we're a well-oiled machine. Or they'll leave a like or comment or share or put their friends onto my channel. But then also being on the internet, there's some people, they're going to do the opposite. They're going to make diss videos about me. They'll say ego ugly and ego this and spread lies and rumors. I'm not worried about that. And I feel like when you're really confident and secure in here, you don't worry about that either. So you could pretend that you got life figured out. You could pretend that your old photos don't exist and you're only who you currently are. But we all started somewhere. And I think Claressa Shields thought she was bigger than the program and has completely gotten away from what got her here, right? Which is boxing. Whether you think it's ladylike or whatever. And I'm not saying people can't expand in certain ways, but the ways in which you're trying to expand, it seems like it's hurting your career. Always trying to flaunt this relationship. We don't care. If you guys are happy, great. Go to vacation, move in together, have babies, cool. But you have really been a terror on the internet. And then every time things don't work for you, I feel like you just do more of it. This is just like insanity. Literally the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting new results, right? You'll post a fashion picture. It doesn't go over well. People don't seemingly like it. You try to force us to like it. The internet don't work like that. Oh, how could you not like my outfit? The internet is entitled to not like your outfit. No different than I could put out a video, this very video. Some people could be like, oh, he wasn't spitting. I hated that video. I'm not turning off the comments and stuff. And everything you try to do, you almost always do the opposite, right? You try to act unbothered. We can see that you really are bothered, right? You try to act like, oh, I'm not into negativity. I'm not responding to Remy Ma. But secretly, behind the scenes, you can't help yourself. You in people's inbox, you in the comments like, oh, Remy sucks and she didn't mention my name. You knew she was talking about you. Because if you didn't think she was talking about you, you probably wouldn't have even said nothing. Why would, okay, if you didn't think that bar was aimed at you, then why on earth would you even respond to it? If you thought it was just an open bar that couldn't have been to anybody. And why is Who Kid and all these other people talking about it, saying it's about you, saying it's about Papoose? So you can play all the games you want. But I really feel like what Tupac said, and that's what Claressa needs. She needed to grow up on Tupac like me. You could tell the people you roll with whatever you want, but you and I know what's going on. Payback. I knew Claressa Shields from way back, right? You and I know what's going on. And you thought that people were just going to forget about your rancid behavior. Pushing people, slapping people, threatening people. Oh, Big Tigger's like, name 3 people you want to fight. Oh, I don't know. There's so many. I want to fight bloggers. I want to fight students. I want to fight. Like, you seem like a tormented spirit. You know what I mean? Who acts like this that's a celebrity? I really want to know. And you can't, people are like, oh, she had a rough childhood. A lot of people did. That doesn't become this free-for-all where you can start treating people badly. And here's the thing. Everybody who had a bad childhood should be a rotten person. You know what I mean? If that was the case. But there's so many people that had come from lean times, humble beginnings, and they are wonderful people and humanitarians. So that's what I believe in. I believe if your childhood was so rough, then you should make it better so other people don't have to go through that. Like, what did Jay-Z say? Y'all acting like I sold you. Hove did that, so hopefully you don't have to go through that. Like, I went through that and risk going to jail or getting robbed and stuff. Hove did that, so hopefully you don't have to go through that. If Claressa did that and went through all these things as a child or whatever, then you should be the example. You should be the standard. You should be on Wheaties boxes. But they're not going to put you on Wheaties boxes because of how you're acting. And you could try to make everybody else the enemy. You could try to make everybody else wrong. You could try to make people jealous of your relationship. We don't care, right? We don't care. And then that's why I believe Claressa Shields, she got one of a few things that she says or does. Oh, I got a movie. I'm not watching that. I'm not supporting that. I speak with my wallet. You guys could do whatever you want. I'm not watching that movie. Not until you act better. Why would I watch The Fire Inside? Does The Fire Inside show you on Boxingego page under a burner account? Then I'm not watching it. You need to put the deleted scenes out showing the real you, how you conspiring with Nigeria to get at Geisha 305 and spread lies. Put that in the movie. Or how you sharing an old picture of Remy Ma from the early 2000s, talk about, yeah, put this out on your page and all your platforms and wompty. That'll teach her, you know, coming to my page with 1 million burner accounts or sending people or whatever you got going on. That's what I believe, right? Put that in the fire inside so we can see the real fire that burns inside of you. Hype my video up. Let me know how I did. I'm the best doing it. Y'all know that. I'm the best in the business and it's not even close. I gave you over an hour of content, no breaks, no filler, all information, all gems. If you rock with it, you rock with it. Let me know in the comment section. And yeah, finally, Claressa Shields, we're going to see if you a real Knicks fan. We're going to see how that 8 million stretch that you keep throwing up in people's face. Because guess what? The playoff game is on Monday. Hopefully you and Papoose are there because Papoose is like, oh, you don't know what we've been through. You too young, right? So he a lifelong Knicks fan. You just went to Aruba. Now spend some more money to get these tickets. And oh, wait, the cheapest ticket is $10,000+ for one to get in the building in the bleeders, in the nosebleed seats. So for you and Papoose to be in the bleeders, it's going to cost like $25K and up. So let's see if you got the connections. Let's see if you burn bridges. Let's see if you're at this game. Let's see if you got the real money. And remember this. That's one event. You still got the BET Awards where you're nominated. So you're probably going to go to that. So you're going to have to fly to New York. You have to have an outfit. You're going to have to get the tickets where court side is like $150K, $200K a ticket or whatever. And then you have to go back in a couple weeks because at the end of the month, the BET Awards. Stop playing with me. We unpacked.